Laudetur Jesus Christus. Praised be Jesus Christ. We are coming to you live from St. Peter's Square in Rome. It is the 5th Sunday of Easter. Welcome to this broadcast of the recitation of the Regina Coeli. My name is Bonga Majola. I am delighted to provide the English translation and commentary to this Sunday's recitation of the Regina Coeli. It is an amazing Sunday morning, a beautiful, typical spring day here in Rome. As you can see on your screens, this is indeed the day the Lord has made. We rejoice and are glad in it. Surely spring has sprung. On behalf of Vatican Media, I would like to welcome all of you who are joining us today, especially those of you who may be joining us through various Vatican Media channels, perhaps the Vatican News Live event app, the Radio Vaticana app, the Vatican News English web portal, the YouTube channel, or our Facebook live feed. A special welcome to all of you joining us through Catholic TV, Catholic Faith Network, Shalom World Television Networks, USA, Salt and Light TV, EWTN TV, Radio Maria England, Shalom TV India, Admadarshan TV India, Uganda Catholic Television and Luminous Radio in India. We also welcome all of you joining us through radio stations, all of you tuning in through other local or diocesan radio broadcasts, or those of you picking up the shortwave transmission, and to all of you joining through other internet sites and digital platforms throughout the world. A warm welcome to you all, and thank you for joining us. We are certainly inspired and uplifted by these spectacular images of charismatic pilgrims and tourists from Rome and from different parts of the world who have gathered this morning here at St. Peter's Square to get a glimpse of the Holy Father, to pray with him, to listen to his words, and also to receive his apostolic blessing. What a wonderful way of beginning a new week. Very special indeed. And in a few moments we will be welcoming His Holiness Pope Francis. And as usual, he will be appearing in the window of his study in the Apostolic Palace. We can see some movements in his study. The Holy Father is ready, and we can hear the crowds applauding, welcoming. We'll now take a moment and we'll listen to His Holiness, to his. Dear brothers and sisters, buongiorno.
Il Vangelo della liturgia odierna è tratto dall'ultimo discorso di Gesù prima della sua morte.
The Gospel of today's liturgy is taken from Jesus' last discourse before his death. The disciples' hearts are troubled, but the Lord speaks reassuring words to them, inviting them not to be afraid. He is not abandoning them. He says, don't be afraid. He is not abandoning them, but is going to prepare a place for them and to guide them towards that destination. The Lord today thus shows us all the wonderful place to go. He invites us, and at the same time he tells us how to get there. So where to go and how to go. Jesus shows us the way. He tells us where to go and how to go there. Let's begin about, first of all, where to go. Jesus sees the disciples' distress, their fear of being abandoned, just as it happens to us when we are forced to be separated from someone we care for. And so he says, I go to prepare a place for you, that where I am, you may also be. Jesus uses the familiar image of home, the place of relationships and intimacy. In the Father's house, he says to his friends and to each one of us, There is space for you. You are welcome. You will always be received with the warmth of an embrace, and I am in heaven to prepare a place for you.
Il posto per tutta l'eternità. Fratelli e sorelle, questa parola è fonte di consolazione, è fonte di speranza per noi.
Brothers and sisters, this word is a source of consolation and hope for us. Jesus does not separate from us, but has opened the way for us, anticipating our final destination, the encounter with God the Father, in whose heart there is a place for each one of us. So when we experience fatigue, bewilderment, and even failure, let us remember where our life is headed. We must not lose sight of the destination, even if we run the risk of overlooking it, of forgetting the final questions, the important questions. Where am I going? Where am I walking towards? What is it worth living for? Without these questions, we compress our life into the present. We think we must always enjoy it as much as possible, and we end up living day by day without purpose, without a goal.
La nostra patria invece è in cielo. Non dimentichiamo la grandezza e la bellezza.
Our homeland instead is in heaven. Let us not forget the greatness and the beauty of our destination. Once we have discovered the target, our destination, we too, like the Apostle Thomas in today's Gospel, wonder, how can we get there? At times, especially when there are major problems to face and there is the sensation that evil is stronger, we ask ourselves, what should I do? What path should I follow? Let us listen to Jesus' answer. I am the way, the truth, and the life. I am the way. Jesus himself is the way to follow, to live in truth and to have life in abundance. He is the way, and therefore faith in him is not a package of ideas, a package of ideas that we need to believe in. But no, it is a path with, it is a road to be traveled, a journey to undertake, a path with him. It is following Jesus because he is the way that leads to unfailing happiness. Following Jesus means imitating him, especially with deeds of closeness and mercy towards others. This is the compass for reaching heaven. Loving Jesus the way, becoming signs of his love on earth.
Fratelli, sorelle, viviamo il presente, prendiamolo in mano il presente, ma non lasciamo.
Brothers and sisters, let us not be overwhelmed by the present. Let us look up to heaven. Let us remember the goal. Let us think that we are called to eternity, to the encounter with God. And from heaven to the heart, let us renew today the choice of Jesus, the choice to love him and to walk behind him. May the Virgin Mary, who following Jesus has already arrived at the goal, sustain our hope.
Quiaque meruisti portare, alleluia.
Resurrexit sicut dixit, alleluia.
Ora pro nobis Deum, alleluia.
Gaude letare Virgo Maria, alleluia.
Quia surrexit Dominus vere, alleluia.
Deus, qui per resurrezione Filii Tui Domini Iesu Christi, mundum letificare dignatus es. Presta quesum ut Tue genitricem Virgine Maria, perpetue capiamus gaudiae vitae, per Christum Dominum nostrum.
Amen.
Gloria Patri et Filio et Spiritui Sancto.
Sicut erat in principio et nunc et semper et in saecula saeculorum. Amen.
Gloria Patri et Filio et Spiritui Sancto.
Sicut erat in principio et nunc et semper et in saecula saeculorum. Amen.
Gloria Patri et Filio et Spiritui Sancto.
Sicut erat in principio et nunc et semper et in saecula saeculorum. Amen.
Pro fidelibus defuntis, requiem aeternam dona eis Domine.
Et lux perpetua lucia Deis.
Requiescant in pace.
Amen.
Sit nomen Domini benedictum.
Ex hoc nunque tusque in saeculum,
Aiutorium nostrum in nomine Domini.
qui fecit caelum et terram.
Benedicat vos, omnipotens Deus, Pater, et Filius, et Spiritus Sanctus.
Amen.
Amen. Cari fratelli e sorelle,
Dear brothers and sisters,
ieri si sono celebrate due beatificazioni.
yesterday two beatifications were celebrated yesterday.
Jacinto Vera, vissuto nel secolo XIX.
Jacinto Vera was beatified yesterday. He was a bishop. He looked after his people and he witnessed to the gospel with the powerful missionary ideals. It was in a very difficult times of war, civil war. And in Spain, Maria de la Concepción was beatified yesterday. He was bedridden for a long time and he was able to face that sickness with a lot of courage and strength. He died in 1927. She only had 22 years. Let us then applaud for the new beatified.
Saluto di cuore tutti voi romani e pellegrini.
I greet all of you fondly, especially you people from Rome and those from different parts of Italy, some who are here from Australia, from Spain, from England, and the students from the College of St. Thomas of Lisbon. I also greet the association Mater and their founder, Don Fortunato Di Nodo. They committed themselves in fighting against violence to minors. And today they are celebrating a day for victims, especially minors who are violated and abused in many ways. I am very close to these young ones, and I also accompany you with my prayers in your own mission. Please don't get tired by continuing fighting and looking after these young ones. There is Jesus there who is waiting for you and these little ones. I thank you for that. I also greet a group of sick people. There is also the Sisters of St. Benedetto, Portolingo. There is an association of lying people of Messi, the Camillian family of the lay people, the faithful of Camaglia. I have also a special greeting to our Swiss guards and their friends and families who participated yesterday in the swearing in of the new Swiss guards. So we greet them, especially their family members who have gathered as well, who witnessed this celebration yesterday. Tomorrow in Pohnpei, there will be a traditional supplica of Our Lady of the Rosary. It is in this sanctuary where we pray for peace, especially during this month of May. We will be praying the Rosary, asking our Blessed Mother for the gift of peace, especially for the people of Ukraine. We continue to pray that those responsible for the nations would listen to the desire of the people who continue to suffer and who desire and long for peace. To all of you, I wish you all a beautiful Sunday. I wish you all a happy Sunday, and please do not forget to pray for me. Enjoy your lunch. Arrivederci. And with those words, enjoy your lunch. Arrivederci. This ends the live broadcast of the recitation of the Regina Coeli. I invite you to visit the Vatican News web portal, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube and Twitter accounts, where you will always find the coverage of this recitation and all the Pope's activities. On behalf of Vatican Media, I would like to thank you for all of you who have joined us today, especially those of you who may be joining us through various Vatican Media channels. Those who joined us through Catholic TV, Catholic Faith Network, Shalom World Television Networks USA, Salt and Light TV, EWTN TV, Radio Maria England, Shalom TV India, at Madrashan TV, Uganda Catholic Television, Luminous Radio, and all of those who joined us through other internet sites and digital platforms throughout the world. Thank you for praying with us. My name is Bonga Majola. It has been a great pleasure to provide this English translation and commentary for the recitation of the Regina Coeli. And thank you for joining us. On behalf of the Vatican Media, I wish you all a blessed Sunday and a fruitful week ahead. Arrivederci. Laudetur Jesus Christus. Praised be Jesus Christ.